stream. Recording is yes. One. Okay. Let's check my level. Has it? Okay, so it's automatically gone live. Isn't that nice? Okay, we are live right now, okay? All right. I wasn't quite ready to go live, but this normally I set my streams up so they don't go live as soon as I start broadcasting. Okay, unmute you. Unmute my mic. Hello. Now they can hear me. That's nice.
Hello.
Hello, they can hear you too. Let's see here. Device properties 70. Okay, that's good. All right. Blunty, let's hear you.
Check 1 2. It's me. I'm talking.
Yeah,
Hello.
okay. Let me set the volume level for streaming. Yeah. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me do this because we're probably not going to use this audio anyway. How about that? That's better. 1 second. Okay, Blunty, now let's hear you.
Hello, talking. This is
Okay,
voice.
better.
How's it
Now we're
going?
better. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. This is an impromptu little stream. Blunty and I decided that we wanted to play. I keep wanting to say every FPV simulator. But I know if I say that, there's going to be like one that we leave out, and then the people, you didn't do everyone.
The list is already so long, I don't think we're going to make it quite there.
How many do we have on the list?
It's like 24 or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to do every one. But here's what we're going to do. Hang on, let me rearrange the chat. I'm going to need the game on my main screen, so this chat's going to be a little different. What we're going to do, we thought what we would do is we would play the simulators and try each of them out and talk about them, our impressions, and we would stream it because, you guys can, give us any input or maybe just enjoy watching us screw around. So today, Blunty, we are going to stream. I thought we would start with one that I'm super familiar with, which is Liftoff, because we have both installed HDX 2.5, which has an important, you want to tell them what the feature is?
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about it on the news a couple times, but basically it lowers the latency on your USB from being like high jitter and like 20 to 30 milliseconds all the way down to like 3 to 5 milliseconds.
So all this time, and I got to confess, every time I play a simulator, the first time I play it, because usually it'll be a few weeks or maybe months, I haven't done anything, and then I'll go, I'm going to play the simulator. And I'm like, it feels like shit, like even the good ones. Like,
Yep.
I just have to adjust. And I'm like, okay. I wonder if this is going to turn out to be the reason why, and I'm going to be like, oh my God, that's so much better.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it works out. What you think,
Yeah. Have you tried it?
I have tried it. Yeah, it flies great.
Yeah, okay. So,
I don't know how much difference I can tell, but I can tell you it feels great right now. I wish there was a switch I could flip to go back and forth. Maybe they could patch something like that in or do like a special build, but yeah, I mean, it feels really good. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Interestingly, Blunty, your audio, I have the same problem, don't I? You're going to be over my game audio. Oh, well, I guess we won't use the game audio if we use this B-roll.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So I'm going to start, Blunty, we're going to do some, I guess we're going to do some multiplayer stuff, otherwise it'll just be you and me, you just watching me share my screen. Hang on, let me share my screen with you in Discord. Share your screen.
Also good.
Yeah. So let me just share the whole screen so you don't get the audio, but you're going to get the screen. And I will give you 30 FPS for once. Or usually I give you 15. All right, here you go, Blunty. So now you've got my screen. And we can at least, let's see. I'm going to start Liftoff up and let me stream Liftoff. Game capture. Okay, I do not want to see my head. So guys in the chat, the main purpose of this is going to be for me and Blunty to sort of record this stuff and try this stuff out for the subsequent video. So I'm going to turn my head cam off in case we need this footage for later.
Also, I will say it will be helpful to us today. If you guys have questions about the sim, as we go through and talk about stuff, if you guys are wondering, about this or that's kind of helpful for us because we want to know like what'll be helpful to let people know about, or stuff maybe features we don't know about in the sim might be
Yeah,
good to know about.
for sure. Yeah, as well, Liftoff, I feel like we know the features pretty well, but like as we get to AIDroneSim or others that I mean may not
So
be as familiar with.
so I'll say like I don't know Liftoff super well. I probably
Oh,
got like
okay.
2 or 3 hours in Liftoff. I probably got like hundreds of hours in Velocitron.
Oh, okay. I don't have hundreds of hours, I think, in anything. So I'm gonna switch to my joystick model, select model. Here's my joystick model, and I'm gonna plug in, and I think I'm gonna go through the recalibration setup anyway. USB joystick. There we go. Great. And I'm
Just
just
as a
gonna
reminder, you've got both internal and external off now, right, on your model?
let's just double check. I mean, that shouldn't matter with the bug fix, but let's
It
check.
does. It does matter. If you're on external now, it'll sync to the external. If you're not on external, it'll default to the lowest possible mixer mode, which is
Oh,
2ms.
interesting. Interesting. I do, yeah, internal and external RF are both off. So that's why you
Cool.
should not play simulator with just your regular Crossfire model. You should have a dedicated model in your controller with the
Yeah,
modules turned
basically,
off.
whatever rate the Crossfire will set it to, or if you set CRSF and you don't have anything plugged in, there's like a default mixer, and that's where it'll set itself. Otherwise, it'll go to the fastest possible, which is at
Yeah.
2ms.
Beninator asks for tips on how to set it up so it feels like your real life drone. When we get to the AI drone sim, I think you're going to see that it's specifically tailored towards that. I think, Blunty, the main thing is to get your rates about the same and your up
Yeah,
tilt. Other than that, I don't feel like the physics is like precise enough to make it like really feel like your real drone without just a
I would
lot of manual tweaking.
I would agree with that as well. Like, unless you see specific like advice by the manufacturer of the sim, I think especially when you get really out of the bounds of like where the sliders are normally at, and you
Yeah.
start going far out, like stuff gets a little weird in the sim, and it's not really, they're not testing or building it on different gravity. They're using their base physics and gravity. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree with you that I would probably just work on setting the rates properly, and the other, camera angle and FOV properly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if FOV also really matters. So there's throttle. Yeah, FOV, up tilt, and rates, I think, are the main things that are going to make the drone feel like your real drone as much as possible. The other thing I say is that, if I fly Blunty's drone or he flies mine, it's going to feel different. And so there's always some adjustment. This is going smoothly. I'm happy about this. So when I go to fly a sim and it doesn't feel just like my real quad, I'm like, yeah, well, that's not, life is like that. This is going very smoothly. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I just did this as well, setting up before the stream, and this everything feels really easy to set up, super simple to walk through. It kind of
Good.
does a
Good
nice
deal.
onboarding. I got the whole onboarding.
Yeah. So there we go. Controller set up. And that's something that, every sim does a little bit differently. This one seemed okay. Now, I haven't set up any reset switch or anything. We'll just use the keyboard for that. But I don't know, Blunty, what do you want to do? Do you want to like just jump immediately into a multiplayer room and fly around or what? I don't know.
Um, I don't know. Since you know Liftoff well enough, maybe we should just fly around a little bit
Okay, let me
and
do a
see
multiplayer
what happens.
room. Multiplayer lobby. Um I should point out that Liftoff is currently in a beta and actually has a new physics update that is coming. Um, and we're not using that. So, by the time we actually release the video, uh, maybe it'll be out of date, but what can you do? Let's do, I'm going to do my house, obviously, because that's what I'm most familiar with, Bardwell's Yard. And let's see. Disable God mode, disable rewind. Drone setup doesn't matter. Selected race, no race. Max number of players, 6. Private room. I'll tell you what, Blunty, I'm going to give you the room name in Discord.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to broadcast it on the stream. What should we name it? It doesn't really matter. How about... There we go. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm giving it to you in Discord, and you can try to jump in. I guess you can't
Yep.
jump in until I create it, right?
Probably.
Okay, it's the most creative room name ever. So hang on. Let me go back to the face cam so people can't see it real quick, and then then I'll broadcast it once you're in, so that anybody who wants to can jump in. Where's my frickin'... What the frick? Oh, there we go. All right, hang on.
Gosner Eric says, have you seen the upcoming DLC for Liftoff? Yeah, that's actually going to be a different game altogether. The Liftoff Micros.
Oh, game mode needs to be free flight. Free flight, no track, create room. All right, Blunty, I'm creating the room. And then, I mean, I'm going to just put the lobby name out there, and if 4 more people want to jump in and fly around, I don't give a fuck. You're in. Cool. Okay, guys. Is the room name? Yeah, so the room name is right here. If any of you are playing Liftoff and want to jump in with us. Wait a second. Game capture. There we go. There's the room name. I just picked today's date. Super, super creative. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure Blunty got in before. I could have just kicked people out, I guess. Do you need a good PC for Liftoff? I would just look at the minimum specs online.
Yeah, so one of the things I want to do with our review here, is I'm going to go through every sim and try to figure out like how much like resources it uses and stuff, like min and max, kind of just get an idea. So maybe we can give some kind of an indication of like...
Yeah, like what's the best one for low spec PCs. All right, people are in. I'm going to go ahead and start the game. Yeah. I think when we do the final roundup, I want to approach it like you know how PC Magazine will do like editor's choice, best for low spec, best on a budget. We'll have different categories and stuff, you know. But first off, I just want to like play shit and see what's up. I don't know if I even picked a quad.
What quad? 6 people.
Oh, great. I mean, I knew we would get people jumping in. Let's see here. So on my PC, hopefully we'll be able to handle this because...
I just clicked start game. I don't know why I got that right, but...
I have a 1080 Ti and a i7, Core i7, like 5K Founders Edition. So I hopefully will be able to stream and... Let's go to like 33 degrees. And let's see how this latency feels. Yeah, go ahead.
One thing I noticed was it wasn't saving my angle when I left and came back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I normally go to like 43 for racing.
Yeah.
And I kept resetting.
I can see it. You guys can't see this on the stream. I can see that I'm getting between 60 and 90 FPS, but I definitely think I feel some stuttering. Wait a minute. Why is there a pumpkin on my roof? There's no pumpkin there in real life. Oh, there's pumpkin down here too. Yeah, the porch has changed a little bit since I was last here. I could definitely feel some stuttering, some frame rate stuttering, probably because I'm recording at the same time. I think normally when I just free fly around, I don't notice the latency. It's only when yeah, go ahead.
Are you recording with OBS?
Yeah.
You might try using Alt-Z and recording with GeForce Experience, and then turning off recording on OBS.
That is not how I usually do things, and I would worry I would fuck it up.
Okay. Gotcha. That's how I record all my stuff on my card, because it all seems to
I'm
work
sure
great.
It works great, but it's just not my usual workflow. I do use NVNC, so I am using the graphics card for the recording, I think. I can't remember. So usually I don't notice latency differences until I try to race. Like when I freestyle and I'm just like zipping around, it feels okay. Just because I'm not doing anything that requires extreme precision. I would say this feels okay, but I can definitely feel that I'm getting frame rate drops, stutters, even though my frame rate is high. Let me try to turn in my graphics way down. Let me try turning my graphics way down and see if that makes a difference. Graphics options. Oh, well here, I'm at 4K resolution. If I change this, is it going to screw up my recording? Not 4K, 2.7K. Okay. Let's do 1080 30. and see if it messes up my recording. I hope it won't. And I'll turn my quality setting. Let's leave my quality setting on beautiful. And say resume. Does not seem to have messed up my recording. Now we're getting 107 FPS. That's better. I might turn the graphics down even further. That's smoother. I don't know, Blunty. Oh, well. I still can't fly worth a crap. I can't tell if it's placebo or not. It feels... I think the latency feels better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's quite a bit better.
It's so hard.
It feels good. Let me say that. I don't know if it's better, but it feels good.
Let me try to like dive into my porch or something that requires some precision. I'm gonna turn the graphics way down. I'm gonna just try and get my frame rate as high as freaking possible. Graphics options, quality setting, fast. So like, now that only got me to 121 FPS. Can't believe it. Graphics all the way down. So we are over 100 FPS, so even our like 1% lows should be pretty decent. Now we're at 75, 80 FPS. Oh, that swing hasn't been there for a while. It broke. Well, I feel like I guess I have to do it while recording. There's no way I have to be able to record it. Maybe I should try GeForce recording. I'm definitely still getting stutters. And I think it's because I'm trying enabling VSync with double buffering. That's going to mess up. I'll try. VSync on double buffering. And limit frame rate. No. Go. Okay, let's try that. Now we're just locked at 60 FPS. Ugh. Well, now I'm at 54 frames, 54 FPS. There we go, 59. Well, that is smoother. I can tell you that's smoother. I really expected there to be some prop wash there. Yeah. That's better. Well, let me turn the graphics back up then.
Yeah, there's not a lot of prop wash, at least on the model I'm flying.
No, just in my... When I fly in my house, it feels like I'm at home. So it's right. More immersive and like fools me more into thinking that I'm flying a real quad.
Yeah, there's like no falling wash at all now that we mention it. Is that a setting?
I don't know. I mean... That's better. This is smoother. The VSync has kind of fixed it a little. Now we're getting consistent frame rates mostly. Yeah, I had it. So the reason I had the frame rate capped at 120 FPS is because in general, you want higher frame rate than you're displaying. So even if you're only displaying 60 FPS, and my monitor is only a 60 FPS monitor, I know, like pleb, get good. The physics calculations are based on the frame rate as well, and you will get a better physics feel if you're getting higher frame rate, even if you're not displaying all of those frames. So generally, I like to run my sims at least 90 or 100 FPS, and I find it makes the physics feel better.
Maybe we could. That's another thing I'd like to do. Is like see if we could get the devs to tell us if they are locked or not. Because some games are locked to frame rate and some are not for physics sim.
So I have asked DRL, Velocidrone, and Liftoff devs this same question, and all three of them, for different reasons, they gave different explanations, but all three of them said that you want the highest frame rate possible, even if you're not displaying all those frames. So even if you have a 60 hertz monitor, you still would like to be at as high a frame rate as you can get. It makes the physics feel better.
I know you get better latency because your frame is newer, you know?
Yeah, exactly. This feels so... People ask, this feels so much like flying at my house, for real. Like, the size and the way it feels just to be in the environment and the lines. The only lines that don't really add up are the trees. The exact tree branches are not simulated because, like, they just couldn't do it. But it really, if you ever come fly at my house, will feel completely familiar.
I gotta say, the only thing that is annoying me now is that lack of wash, and I don't see a setting for it, but it may be like the way the game mode is or whatever.
Yeah, like
everything else feels pretty good, but like there would be some wash when you drop into it and drop the throttle.
What always gets me, and why I like to fly this, is I'll try to do a move. Oh, hello. Oh, nice sound. I'll try to do a move that I know I can do in real life, and I will fail repeatedly. Like, to go through here, right? Or to power loop that. Like, I know I can hit that, like, basically every time. Like, it won't always be super clean in real life. Like, I might have to slow down or take a second pass. But if I try and hit it and I just abjectly fail in the sim, it makes me feel like the sim is the problem. And I don't know, maybe that's just me being...
That seems like a good way to judge, right?
I mean, I feel like, you know, a poor carpenter blames his tools, they say. Maybe you just suck. But you meaning me, not you, Blunty. Yeah, Blunty, you suck. That's why I can't do things. When I fly this, though, and the lines come out like real life... Oh, shoot. See, that little juke there, avoiding the tree? I feel like drop in here. It's feeling... I think the latency difference with HTX is real. I mean, we know objectively that it's real, but I really think I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it should be similar to like 500 hertz Ghost or ELRS, I think.
Yeah.
Or 250 hertz Tracer, I think, because Tracer uses... Well, I guess Ghost can do that now too, but...
You know what we should do next? Is we gotta set up a race. Like, we can't, you know, do a simulator shootout without doing racing. Yeah, see, look, like, I can fly through here now. And I would struggle to do that before. Like, I can just get in there and mostly hit it.
Yeah, I feel like anything I kind of want to go to, it's just me, not there's no, like, lag causing any problems.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. Thanks, EdgeTX. How long was that bug in OpenTX and nobody noticed it or fixed it? A long frickin' time.
Yep.
Ooh,
I can't remember why Bry said he was looking at it, but yeah, that's some awesome stuff.
Captain Bry. Oh, so let me do this, Blunty. I'm gonna go. Can I go change the room settings? I'm gonna go to options. No. People don't realize that my house is in. People are like, "How is your house in the simulator?" Let me go back to the waiting room, and I'm gonna set up a race. Sorry, guys. Did you guys get kicked out when I did that? I don't think so. Change settings.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna do change settings. Game mode is going to be race, infinite race. We'll just do infinite race. But because that way when we crash out or lose, no one will be able to make fun of us for sucking. Yes. And I don't know,
yes.
just do race one.
Us.
Oh, are you saying you're going to kick ass?
Of course.
You're a good racer.
Yeah. I'm not bad. I'll say that.
I mean, you're pretty good on a tiny whoop, I'll tell you that.
Medicinal Assassin. Yes, EdgeTX 2.5 has a fix for USB latency.
A bug that is in OpenTX.
Yes.
Now, where do I changed the settings, I added the race. Has that changed for you?
I got kicked back to the menu, but I can click in again, I think.
I'm hitting start game. Where do I frickin' select my quad? I can't remember where to do that in Liftoff multiplayer. Mr. D, we will be trying AIDroneSim next. I should try a different level, too. We'll do a different level, too. Shouldn't do all of it at my house.
There's no bias at all.
I mean, I do like flying at my house. We know that. Medicinal Assassin says maybe that's why Sims always felt a little off for me. Yeah, I suspect that's true. before watching, EdgeTX does not have support for the TX18S yet. I don't know why. Okay. Let me check. Now for racing, I'm going to go up to like 45 degrees. I don't even know this course, but... So it'll take me a minute to learn the course. What did it do?
The camera angle always drops to 30.
Where's the... Oh, it goes around that way. Oh, I remember this track. So this is going to be the true test of the latency. Is how flyable this is to me, like, just on my first try. Because a lot of times when I race in a simulator, on my first try, I can, like, barely finish the first lap until I just get the feel for... See, like, that gate, being able to sort of dive into it. Yeah, this is way better. EdgeTX. Where does the next gate? I don't know. Oh. Usually it takes me like 20 minutes to just get a feel for the latency of a sim before I can like start finishing laps without crashing. It's really frustrating. This one, I'm just flying. This is amazing. To be clear, that's not saying something about Liftoff as much as it is saying something about this EdgeTX fix.
Little Cup of Joe in chat says, I'm flying 20 to 40 FPS with a PS3 controller. God bless you.
Yeah, I'm just flying. I've completed 2 laps in a row. I really can't say how unusual it is for me to just pick up a sim and not have to adjust to it for 10 or 15 minutes before I start finishing laps. Like, I literally am just about to complete 3 laps, and it's so frustrating because I'm like, I know in real life I would just fly this.
Well, this is part of why we wanted to start with Liftoff too, right? Because you are, you know what it's like to hop into Liftoff.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going super fast, but I'm not flying like a complete noob. 31 seconds, Blunty. What's your lap? What's your best lap? Don't be shy. You could say 20 seconds.
Hold on, I gotta finish one. I'm reset fiend because I'm
What's
so
that?
used to like leaderboard smashing for like an hour.
I see. As soon as you crash, did you crash or did you just blow out a turn?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going hard. I see.
Yeah.
You're going hard. I'm not going hard. I'm just trying to. I'm down to 30.
I'm trying to get a time.
I mean, I just want to finish laps. You got to finish laps in order to get a time.
I mean, that's
Blunty.
a good. I mean, you're right. You're 100% right.
Let me give you some advice about racing, which I know more of than you. Oh yeah, I'm just freaking flying, Blunty. I'm so happy right now. I'm just flying a damn quad. This is
It's what the sim has always promised, right?
I mean, it has delivered to some degree, but it's always frustrated me, and I've always thought, what's wrong here? And it's been the latency of OpenTX the whole time. Like, I've done, like, I don't know, 7, 8 laps, maybe? I don't know where to look on screen, I don't want to look away. I'm just putting laps in. I'm just flying laps. I'm so thrilled right now. This is so satisfying. New best lap. I don't remember what it was, but it started with a 2. I should stop flying and look at the leaderboard. Let's see. Spook with a 10.7 second lap. Spook is making us... It's Blunty with a 27 second lap. You and I are almost tied, Blunty.
Don't worry.
You're gonna crush
26.
me.
Well, hey.
You're gonna crush me.
You're pretty fast. You're going pretty fast.
I mean, I haven't even started going fast yet.
Okay. All right.
I haven't even started pushing. Alright, now let's start pushing. I need to be higher in the throttle, and I need more up tilt. Alright, we're going up from 45 to 50, baby. We're in the red up tilt category. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, I knew that wasn't going to go well. Area FPV, I did publish the room name. I think the room is full and it's probably going to stay full. If you see an opening, the room name is November 5, 2021. This is Liftoff. This simulator is liftoff right now. Oh, that was a tight turn. Get in there, get in there. Okay, here's where I crash every time. Oh, okay. Okay, that was a 24. Oh, lined that up correctly, but I thought I had it lined up wrong, and then I went offline. Oh, this is fun right here. Yes, Will Zabowski, this is my property on the sim. I think that's the fastest line through there. Oh! Keep him in the ground. The liftoff.
There we go.
The liftoff changes have not been pushed to the main branch yet. Oh, Blunty puts in a 16.7. That's more like it. I knew you were way better than me, Blunty. As long as our times were close, I knew you had not yet reached your true potential. I'm pretty sure I raced this exact course with Stingy once, and I think I got down to a 17.
Nice.
Maybe I don't remember. There's a 22. New best lap. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That. Only the chat saw that. Pure
Your
luck.
house has
Pure
quite
luck.
quite a few racetracks on it.
Yeah, well, I'm very popular.
Uh-oh,
I mean,
Mark
I'm
Gale's
talking
turning
about
up the uphill.
after hours of maybe probably not hours. After a lot of practice, I might get down to like a 17 or a 19 from my current 22.
The hard part for me is just under that
Wrong.
fence is so tight.
I am getting a little stuttering as the host. I'm still getting some stuttering, unfortunately. This is so much better, though, than it was in terms of, like, I can really just fly. Like, when I'm crashing, it's things that would be hard for me to do in real life, too. Damn. I'm pushing harder because it's the sim. Oh, hold on. I have to frickin' ban this person. Who's a spammer. So bad. That is not my car, pedal pusher. At the time that they made this, my car was a VW Jetta. And the problem is that if they use an actual Jetta, then potentially there will be a licensing problem. So they didn't use an actual Jetta. They used a generic model that looked something like a Jetta. Now, of course, I have a Mustang, and they definitely can't put a Ford Mustang in their game without licensing it. I'm not sure why. I mean, is it trademarked? Is it? But... Alright, Blunty. Well, I could grind laps with you all day. Do you want to try a different... Let's try a different map, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't want to just... I mean, I'm just going to have fun grinding laps with you, and we won't...
Yeah.
What should we do to, like, you know, evaluate this sim the best? We're doing multiplayer. We're doing racing.
Let's do another track real quick. We're on a race, maybe. And then let's see how that goes.
You pick.
What else is there? Let's see.
I mean, there's all kinds of levels. So let's talk level selection. I know you and I probably both know these levels really well. Maybe the people of the live stream don't, but we're not going to go through all of them. We're not going to fly them all. I feel like level selection is a place where Liftoff is a little weak. What do you think?
Yeah. So let's look at them real quick here. We got straw. So yeah, the open straw bale area and the pine. Let's see. It's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. There's a lot more than I think some of the more limited sims.
Yeah. They've got a few. Their levels tend not to be super large.
Right.
The pit is fairly large. Hanover's fairly large. Many of them are small things with a single strong feature.
Sure.
Which one do you like, Blunty?
Let's do like, I don't think I've done Paris Drone World. Let's see what that's about. Or Paris
Okay.
Drone Festival.
Infinite Race?
Sure. And then, yeah, whichever one.
So this is a weird one because this one is based on a real race that was held in Paris. And join game. And they, in order to fly in downtown Paris, they had to completely enclose the race course. So when you see it in the sim, you're like, what the fuck? Who designed this level? And it turns out it's based on a real thing that happened. And that's why. It is a tricky course. That's true, Mystery D. It's very tight and tricky.
Harrison, you cannot change to HTX on Tango 2 yet. Hopefully they'll have that free RTOS change complete on, and it'll be done. Yeah, hopefully soon.
Do we know if Freedom TX has the same bug with the latency for USB, or did they somehow bypass that?
I mean, as far as I know, it does. Yeah, they have. If I did not see any patch notes or anything.
Okay. Well, I wondered if maybe they had changed something behind the scenes that incidentally fixed it. You know.
Yeah.
So let's.
I know they didn't. We don't know.
I'm gonna fly this. I don't know this course at all. I barely know this level, and I think if there's any testament to the latency change, it will be that I can just fly this the first time without cold and not have to reset. I mean, no promises, but I swear every time I've flown a sim before, if I haven't been just grinding that sim and really know it inside out, then the first time I do a new level, I'm just all over the place and I feel like shit, and I'm just freaking flying. It's so great. Now I'm not going fast. I'm just reveling in the fact that I don't feel like a complete buffoon. And I like the sim is just doing what I. And it. Oh damn! I got caught in the net. The sim developers have always said our physics are right, and people say, "Oh, your physics feel bad," and they're like, "Look, the physics are right. Maybe it was the controller all this time." Pretty cool. I can't even see that wall. See? Oh, look, I was able to recover there. Anyway. You haven't finished a lap either, have you, Blunty?
Just trying to go too fast, like always.
You're a hardcore dude.
I'm like, I'm going to try to get a good time anyway, so I might as well.
Okay, so through here. Slalom. Oh, slalom. Damn it. The net is an insta-kill, unfortunately. I have no thoughts yet about the DJI Action 2 for FPV. I have it. I am working on the review. I will say that the criticism about the temperature, I think, is much ado about nothing, because when you're flying FPV, the thing will have plenty of airflow and will not overheat. It does overheat if you try to use it on the bench. So if you're looking at it not just for FPV, but as a general purpose camera, which, I mean, when you spend $500 on a camera, you should be able to get as much use out of it as you can, right? It is absolutely a valid criticism that it overheats without airflow. But specifically thinking about it for FPV, where am I going? Where's the next? Oh. Specifically thinking about it for FPV, I don't think that the temperature criticism is valid. Come on, don't hit the gate. And Madstech, who is the one who I think people are thinking of when they raise that question, Madstech has also sort of acknowledged that for FPV it's not much of an issue. I think the bigger concern is the charging time of the battery. So from empty to full charge takes about 30 minutes. Now you may not fly it down to empty, so that may not be relevant. I got a minute 26, Blunty. Haha! Third on the leaderboard. From empty to full charge takes about 30 minutes. And you can get, like, 25% charge in about 5 minutes. But I feel like what people did with the session was they just had 2 or 3 of them. Because that couldn't change batteries either. But at $500, I think that's a little bit of a harder case to make. I don't know.
How do you turn off the fake
The trails?
OSD? Oh, there we go. I had camera noise on, and I can't see.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't turn that on.
Anything.
Damn it. Damn it. This is a tough... Harrison Mac... So, Blunty, based on what you know of how the bug, oh, and my up tilt's reset, too. Blunty, based on what you know of how the mixer sync USB bug works, what should people do if they have a Tango 2 and they want to minimize their latency? Because there's some situations are worse than others.
Yeah, well, Tango 2 and Mambo are going to be a little bit of a special case, I'm going to guess. But basically what you want to do is, well, so the bug in OpenTX is that if you have your internal module set, regardless of what it's supposed to sync up to, like it's supposed to sync up to the internal mixer rate. So it's supposed to be like, hey, you're running at 150 hertz, so we're going to give you whatever millisecond that is. Instead, it was defaulting to 25 milliseconds.
Okay.
That was the bug. So the internal, as far as I know, always will do that. And then if you have it set to the external, it's whatever the external syncs at. But the USB rate is still 10 milliseconds. So you're never going to fix that part.
Okay.
But you can fix it by setting it to external, like CRSF. And then even better, plugging in an external module and then setting that to like 150 hertz.
The tracer internal is going to be Crossfire,
the problem
right?
The problem is the bug was that any internal module setting would just cause the mixer to, instead of going to that thing, set 25 millisecond instead.
I see. So what they should do is they should make a new model on their Tango or their Mambo. They should turn the internal module off. And actually on Freedom TX, if you enable the external module, the internal module automatically disables itself. So you enable external module and set it to Crossfire.
Yes.
And then will it go to 50 or 150? If there isn't a module there, what will it do?
If there isn't a module, I believe it's 4 milliseconds, so whatever that comes out to be.
Okay, so the best case scenario is don't have a module plugged in. That's not the best, but if they don't have a module plugged in and they disable the internal module, they will significantly reduce their latency.
Yes, that is my understanding. If Freedom TX works like current OpenTX and previous EdgeTX.
Well, that's good. We should make a video about that, because that's a good info. These nets are a freaking insta-kill, and it bums me out.
It's rough.
I have flown in nets like this in real life, and they are an insta-kill, so that's totally valid.
They're just hard to see.
Yeah. There we go. There's a lap. What's the lap going to be? Oh, boy. Big lap for the JB. 105. New best lap. Best being relative. All
right, anybody got questions about Liftoff? What are you guys not seeing that we're talking about? What do you think about the game?
When we do a review, what are you going to complain that we overlooked?
Yep.
Good point, Blunty. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Not just have fun, although I am having fun. Are you watching the chat? I'm flying. I'm trying to beat my time.
It was a little bit.
Okay, hang on. I'll watch the chat after this lap.
Yes, we've seen the new radio. We'll talk about it on the news.
The new Orca radio.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah. 57 seconds. New best lap. Let me try and push a little bit. Stop dying, you cowards! Stop going faster than me, you cowards!
What rates are you flying at? That's a good question.
I'm willing to bet. I don't know. I should have my 533 rates, but I don't know for sure whether I've ever set that up on this quad.
That's what I'm using too.
Oh, phooey. See, like a recovery like that would have been impossible without this mixer fix. You didn't see the recovery, but the stream did. I missed a gate, and okay, now I'm speeding up. 52 seconds.
We will be playing Velocidrone in another stream, DCL, like all the other sims. So this is our first stream and our first look, kind of with the chat. So.
Let's see. Oh, people love an uncrashed, Blunty. You got an opinion about uncrashed?
Yeah, I think that the physics suck. So I'll be interested to get back and fly it again and see, you know, I don't know, see if I feel any better about it.
How would you say this compares to DRL-Sim? I mean, I feel like we can't really judge that until we play DRL-Sim with the HTX latency fix.
Yeah, that's true. But overall, I would say DRL feels like it's built for the Racer 4. That's my opinion of DRL, just in general. So, like, if you're flying a 5-inch or smaller, like, it doesn't quite feel as good. If you fly the DRL 4 and just pound the throttle, it's a thing. But I don't know if it's the same as, like, flying a 5-inch freestyle quad.
I feel like when I competed in a DRL thing, a DRL competition once, and it was a real eye-opener, because the Racer 4 is heavy as fuck, and you basically just go full throttle and never back off the throttle and do everything with pitch, roll, and yaw. And I feel like it was a real education in how the physics work on a drone by forcing you to manage your altitude and everything only by changing the direction of your thrust vector, not the magnitude. I feel like that's such an interesting experience that everybody could benefit from. Gonzer B. Eric, hang on. I'm gonna go to the waiting room. I'm gonna kick people out of the waiting room and let people have another chance to jump in. So if you're in, apologies, but I see people asking to get in. I'm gonna just.
Should we do a swap level while we're at it? Or?
Sure. So I'm gonna no offense, I'm gonna kick you guys out, and see if other people can jump in. If you just jumped in, I apologize. People are jumping in. I'm also kicking them out. Okay, I think I kicked everybody out. Let's do one more. Let's do a big one, and then we'll move to the AIDroneSim. Because it's almost 3 o'clock. Let's do... What are you about to say, Blunty?
No, you're good. Go for it.
Let's do the pit. The pit is enormous. When you do the pit race with battery management on, it's a struggle just to finish the race.
Is there a way to change drone?
There has to be. There has to be. You have to be able to change your drone.
Yep.
Where do you do it? I can't remember where it is in Liftoff.
In the waiting room, if you click View Profile to the right on your profile, you can move to different drones.
Yeah. Nathan Jones says, I wish there were more build options in Liftoff. It feels very limited. Yeah. That's something we should think about. The presets and so forth.
Yep.
Thank you very much, AXC000, for a €5 super chat. Thanks for all the great content. The green is fun, too. That's another big one. It's weird because most of the Liftoff environments are not super big. But then they clearly can do super big environments. They just seems like they don't, mostly. Oh, this is a high up tilt. I'm going to go to 55. This first drop off, I feel like if you, this first drop here, if it was DRL, you would go full throttle and you would actually invert, you know? Like you would not just let gravity pull you down. Just go full throttle. Yeah. So right. I'm just going to stay at full throttle. And steer. This is how you fly DRL. Oh gosh, there's a gate there. You just go full throttle and then you just leave it there. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna miss that. Okay, now full throttle. Okay, hands off. Hands off the right stick, or the left stick.
Right stick for all my right stick throttle people.
Oh God, that again. Okay, I can't do that. Harrison Macasack, if you have any radio, if you have an OpenTX, if you have a OpenTX radio, not a Mambo or a Tango, just flash EdgeTX. That's how to fix it. If for some reason you can't flash EdgeTX, there we go. Now I gotta slow down.
Yeah, those rules still apply to you that we talked about for Tango and Mambo.
Where's the next?
Disable internal, enable external. Like if you've got Express LRS, you can plug an Express LRS module in, get to 500 hertz, and that should make the mixer faster. But
ItsBlunty took the lead. I have not finished a lap yet. It's such a big open environment that I'm trying to go way too fast.
I did that full throttle thing you're talking about, but just a couple times I slowed down. But it is it's a big old place.
Yeah, but then you hit one of those little gates, and you have to slow down to hit it. At least I do.
You just gotta not hit the gates.
Well, I that's true. I mean, I can miss the gates, but I also miss the gates. You were literally full throttle the whole time?
Almost, yeah.
Wow.
It's just so long. It's just so wide distance.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't really know the course either. Come on, get it. Okay, thank you. Now where? Going up.
Oh, that's right.
Over the building. Got it. Now where? Up here. Okay. Full throttle. This is why battery management is a killer on this one. Because you just have to be at full throttle so much your battery dies.
Yeah, I'm at 13.6.
Well, I don't have battery management turned on, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute 41. That's not a great time. Let's see if I can do better now that I know the course a little better.
That was my second lap. I got 114. And now I'm out of battery. Okay, I crashed. Be right back.
Oh, damn it. Missed. Alright, back to full throttle. Oh, hang on. Playgo took the lead with a time of 1:05. Alright, so now through here, through the barn, then there's another tight left turn through the little gates. Oh, come on! No! No! I was doing so good. Everybody thinks you lower your throttle to descend, and it's just not so. Oh, I hit it! That's all, though. Are you still there, Blunty? Did you go somewhere? I thought you said, I'll be right back. Oh.
I'm back. I came back.
Oh, man. I gotta do a good time.
I turned the battery sims
off. I would use BlueJ over JESC, because JESC charges you money and BlueJ doesn't. Blunty, is there any reason to use JESC these days instead of BlueJ?
I don't think so. I think it's just supporting Joe Lucid. I mean, like if you choose,
yeah.
If you choose to do that.
Let me look at my FC settings. I think my rates are too high. No, 667 is not the end of the world. I'm on default rates. What's is it 0.8, 0.7 for 533?
Yep.
Yeah. So my race rates are 0.8, 0.7, but I find the center stick to be a little too much, so I add 0.4 expo as well, because I am not no Evan Turner.
Interesting.
I add a little expo, so I get a little. I don't want to save a blueprint or anything. Can I just frickin'? Okay, save. Did I save? Now we go back and resume. So. I guess I should make a video about that Tango 2 fix. When we just described it, but It's not going to work for everybody. Oh, this is better. Wow. Okay, this is better. Wow. Oh, default rates. Those 667 rates are so shitty. I don't know why. Like, how can a rate curve be shitty and yet?
Dang, 1 minute is fast. Jeez. I guess we're flying different quads though.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what I'm flying. I really actually have no idea. We should wrap this up, Blunty, and do the AI drone sim, or we're just going to be grinding laps for like an hour. But I want. All right, I'm going to call that so that I can stop embarrassing myself. All right, guys, we're going to drop out of this one. Enjoyed flying with you guys. Thank you for jumping in. I'm going to quit, and I'm going to quit out of Liftoff 2, and we're going to start up AIDroneSim. AIDroneSim. All right, Blunty. Now I have started this just to make sure it would run, but I haven't really used it at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the frickin' music off. I do that on all my games, mostly. It's good music. What are you about to say, Blunty?
I was just going to say, just to be clear, I also made a video on that bug, and I kind of explain a lot of that stuff in that video. If you hop on over to my channel, I've got a...
Do you talk about what they should do with the Tango as well?
I mean, I think I say if you can't flash to Edge TX, I believe I have a thing about that.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Video resolution 1920 by 1080. Borderless window. Let's turn VSync on. Max FPS we'll do 60. And let's just leave everything on Epic because I do have a gosh dang 1080 Ti, which used to be a hot shit, but not anymore. Of course, these days people are dying for a 1080 Ti, so I shouldn't complain. And I'll do a controller setup. Let's see what their wizard is like. Do they have a wizard, Blunty? Okay, click here to assign. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite a wizard. It's just like, okay, click here and then move the thing.
Okay, max min, got it. Middle position, okay, done. Roll, done. Pitch, click here to assign. Yeah, that's not bad. And yaw, click here to assign. Yeah, that went pretty smoothly. Okay. Inverse, no. Dead zone, no. Okay, all good. Yeah. Oh, we got auto endpoints and everything. Okay, great. So what do I need to do to set this up, Blunty? So if I go to select model, I created a model with the dimensions, and I also imported a black box log.
Yeah, once you've imported your log and like let it go, and then it was like complete or whatever, then it should just, that model will automatically be now by default your base settings from your black box.
For all of them, new models. Like if I go over here to the Beta FPV95X, is it going to use the black box log that I uploaded to tweak the settings?
I think it's on each of the models. You upload it to each of the models. That's my understanding. So then you can have each of your quads in there.
Is there a way to know, like, that it's working?
No, so that's one of the problems that I like. That's one of the things I talked about on the news, was that it's not very clear, like, if it's actually working or not.
Yeah.
So basically, like all you know is that, you select a file, you start extraction, and then it's complete, and then that's the thing. I believe actually it might be the same model.
It's saying new model here, but I don't think it's saying. Yeah. How do I load this up?
Maybe it's maybe the one model applies to all of them. If you click select set extracted model as current, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. So here is the model, right? But there's no indication of what like black box settings they're using here. Whereas if we go to select model, this is a new model. How to set up does it remember the black box settings between runs?
Yes. Like, yeah, if you imported one before you closed it, it'll still be in there.
Okay.
The main thing is like, So in here, in the model screen or whatever, like if you've done the extraction and applying and everything, and then if you go back out to your model settings, all those should match.
Okay, so let me go to model settings.
Hold on, is it
JB
model settings?
Moongoat.
It's one of the things here. Quad profile.
No.
Quad profile.
Oh, crap.
I think it should pull the rates in from your imported.
Oh
model.
yeah, no, that looks like my quad. Yeah, no, that's mine.
Then you'll know it imported.
Yes, okay. Those are my rates for sure.
So that means it did pull in the black box log, and you should be good to go.
Well, what if it says? Yeah, okay, so let's do like 33 degrees up tilt ish. New quad profile. We'll name this. We'll just name this JB Moongoat because that's the source of this. And then if I do save profile and save and return. Now, how do I know if I go to model settings? This is my JB Moongoat model. How do I know what quad profile is being used? Here's the JB Moongoat.
I think you go back to select model, and that's where you pick the model you're on.
Okay, so select model, JB Moongoat. Extract quad profile, no. No. That's confusing. I think
that only is for the first time that you do it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. So let me just do select model, JB Moongoat, return, and let's try flying. Let's try playing it. Select spot and play. Let's just see what happens. What should we pick, Blunty? You've played this before.
There's a bunch of cool levels on here, actually.
Oh yeah, like medieval town castle. Are they using stock assets? Is that what's happening?
I don't know. I wasn't able to locate these stock assets the same way I was like Uncraft, but it's very possible these are all stock.
Okay.
Try like Band of Train Yard's pretty cool. It's a little more technical, but
okay. Does it have moving trains?
Oh no, this is a different one. Yeah, try this one out. I don't remember. In a hot minute.
Freestyle. So let's do freestyle at first.
Okay.
Is this multiplayer? Can I open it up to you?
I don't think so. I don't think this game has multiplayer at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can just watch me play.
Yeah.
Is it me or is it really dark?
It is pretty dark. Oh, there you go.
Why am I climbing when my throttle is all the way down? Oh, there we go. What's happening?
I don't know.
It's being really screwy.
Did it set the right?
My PID controller is having an issue. All right, so let me try one of the. Let me try one of the. Just a standard default 5-inch model.
I mean, that'd be good to know if that's a thing.
Let's try that. Yeah, the graphics are. I don't know if it's something going on with my. Oh, there we go. The lights are coming in.
Maybe just see the levels lighter.
Okay, yeah, something was up with that model. Or my black box log. This is the very first time I've flown this. Let me see if I can change the up tilt a little bit. Oh, that's about right. One second. My keyboard is being weird. What's wrong with my keyboard? Hold on 1 second. There we go. Yeah, the lighting is... You see it's getting super dark? Is this yours do that?
Interesting. I don't know. Let me check.
Okay. Alright, my initial impression is that this feels good. Like, just gut check when you first fly a sim and you go, this feels like shit or this feels good. My initial impression is this feels good. Like, I can fly this. In a minute, I'm going to try racing. And that'll be the final sort of... Because you can freestyle and cover up a lot of a slop with just choosing where to fly. But with racing, either you hit the gates or you don't. So, like, let's try to fly under... Oh, that bush is solid. Okay. Let's try to sort of trippy spin that. The physics feel okay. This is just the default 5-inch model. I haven't changed the rates or anything.
Yeah, I get the same thing on this level with the lights.
Okay. I agree that they're trying to simulate camera exposure changes, Nathan Jones. I just don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it seems a little weird as a choice, right?
Super realistic, but why, when you have absolute control over the lighting and the camera, why would you do something that makes it objectively harder to fly? Just give me more dynamic range, please. This filter is actually really weird.
It'd be cool to have a setting, let's say that.
So we got all these settings here that we could change. Dimensions, all kinds of physics and so forth that we won't get into here. Model, rates. These are my rates. Action, gameplay, keystrokes, camera, sounds. Okay, so we don't... Do we have the ability to, like, tweak the color? Effects, foliage, no. Brightness, we could turn the brightness up, but I don't think that's the issue. All right, let's try a different level. Blunty. Quit.
I think it's called Truck Factory.
Okay.
Is that right?
And I'll do a race. Best lap, best race. Race, time attack. Let's do a time attack. Launch. So the reason that black box log probably didn't work for me is it was a flight I did where I was trying to tune. It's just like one of the only black box logs I have on my hard drive right now. I was trying to tune filters, so it basically was just a bunch of full throttle punches.
Oh, interesting.
So it probably just was not what they were expecting and got all screwy. It does show that it's doing something. Oh, okay, here we go. I gotta focus here now. Gotta look at my race lines.
Oh, this is probably not a good one to race on. I think this track is broken. Okay, you'll see. You can race it, but you'll get to one part, and then it like makes you. It wants you to like go like around, weirdly around some trucks. I noticed that last night when I was messing with it.
It's being extremely generous with the crashing.
Yes, it is very generous with crashing.
When I reset, it didn't. It just reset me to the last gate. It did not reset me. So these are my freestyle rates. I should really put race rates on here if I want to do this, but whatever. This level is insane. Oh my
God, it's very cool.
I cannot.
I think it, like you said, I think it's probably asset store.
Now where?
You went backwards.
Oh, damn it.
It counted you as both. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So for racing, I definitely don't like that you can just bounce around and keep going. I feel like you should absolutely be punished for crashing in a race simulator. This feels like it's more of a freestyle simulator, though.
I agree. One of my notes for this was specifically that I feel like the racing stuff was tacked on.
Yeah.
So it's very much like a, hey, somebody asked for racing, so I added it.
This course is ridiculous. This feels almost like a Tiny Whoop course.
Yeah, that's why.
How tight it is.
It even gets worse.
Oh, like some of these lines are just ridiculous. Like I know that somewhere out there, like Rab FPV is just full throttling this whole course without even thinking about it. What the fuck?
This is what I was.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I feel like I'm playing mini golf here, you know? Like instead of playing regular golf, someone was like, "What if we had a race course with moving obstacles?" Okay. Why did that not count?
Other way, you got.
There's a flag there.
No,
There's a gate there.
You got to the right. You got that one already.
This one.
There's an arrow at the top. It's pointing you.
This one here. Where am I supposed to be going?
Left.
Oh, okay. I got that one. I see. Okay. Ba-ding. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, the course is a little ridiculous.
I mean,
like
there's a place.
I think racing feels tacked on for sure.
There's a place for sort of tight, interesting courses. Okay. The physics feel really good.
Yeah, it would be interesting if they did like real crashing, or at least more real crashing.
Is this way?
Nope.
Is that my ghost? That's my ghost.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
From the last lap. Right there. There you go.
Oh, I see. They're showing... I understand. that starts the trail from the last successful gate. So that gate, I'm looking at the trail and thinking I'm supposed to go through that gate, but I already did. I understand. Okay, so now through here. Oh, that's a bitch. That's a bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dead. I don't like how they reset either. Is there another key, Blunty, that would take me back to the beginning of the race?
Yes, I think maybe R?
R resets you to the last gate.
Gotcha. I know
That's
that
what
you
I'm
can hit
pressing
escape and then reset, but I'm not sure if there's a button. I'm sure there is. If you hit escape, there's a whole keyboard list.
Okay, so despite the fact that I think the level design is a little wonky, the physics are very good. It's flying great. It's flying great. It's hard to say whether it's better than Liftoff because with the latency fix, they all feel so far have felt better. Liftoff felt a lot better.
It'll be interesting to see once we get to some of these other sims, like how we feel about like how they feel, compared to these with the latency fix. Like you said, maybe a lot of them feel better than we thought.
Yeah. Let's try a Tiny Hawk 2, a micro. In that same
Quick model
environment.
settings. I just want to make sure it took.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, prop size 1.6.
Select spot and play. We'll try that same course this time with a micro. We'll see how the micro feels better.
I did not try. I think I tried like one little bit here, but
Yeah, that feels like a micro.
nice. Yeah, it looks like it responds like a micro.
Look at the throttle pumps having basically no effect. And the way it drops when you drop the throttle, it drops really slowly. That feels, it doesn't feel unlike a micro. And now the bouncing off walls like that is completely realistic.
Right, because it's a micro. Yep.
See, that's exactly what a Tiny Hawk would do. It would just get stuck. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, let's go this way. The physics are really nice. This is impressive. I want to try to get a good black box log and like put my quad on it and see if it what that does. But the physics are really nice. Okay, this turn is a pain in the ass.
It'd be easier.
There we go. Oh, get up there. Oh, you piece of... There we go.
I mean, I would say even that crashed better, maybe just because it doesn't bounce as much, because it doesn't have as much power, but...
Yeah. This feels like a Tiny Whoop racetrack, the way they've made it super tight. Maybe that's what it's intended as.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
This part here, Tiny Whoop racetracks have more sort of fanciful elements. It's almost like Tiny Whoop racing is more like mini golf. You know what I mean?
Right.
Compared to like serious golf of multi-GP style racing. They have like lights and... Oh, there we go. Minute 40. Yeah, nice. This is nice. What else do you think we should look at in this one, Blunty? Before we...
So there's not a ton to look at here. There is a track editor. Maybe we should take a look back at also Liftoff as a track editor too, I think.
That's true.
So maybe something else to consider at some point.
I don't know why I decided this was a good idea to try all the sims. It's going to be so much work. They got track editors. They have multiplayer. Liftoff's track editor is very rudimentary. Like it's only in that blue. It's not. No. I'm sorry. It's not in the blue environment. You can't import assets though in Liftoff. Are there any of the sims where you can actually import assets that you know of?
I thought one of them you can like bring in your own levels and stuff, but maybe I know Velocity Drone I know has a good editor, but I don't know about importing.
Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah, you're getting way better.
Thanks, Blunty. Checks in the mail. Oh, yeah. Now I'm feeling it. This is a whoop force. That was my mistake. 1 minute 15. All right. Well, I'm going to resist the urge to just... Now I'm hitting the throttle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, got it. Got it. Oh, this is... Oh. No, this is really good. The more I'm sort of pushing, the more the sort of goodness of the physics is coming out.
So I was going to say that's something we should kind of discuss as well. I feel like that's a big deal in a lot of sims, like a Velocidrone specifically. I find that if you're like 50 to 60% of the throttle or more, it's way better at simming. Like it feels way more like a drone.
Yeah.
And then as you go slower, something about like that gravity part of the simulation takes over,
right?
And, or is just more important in it, and it doesn't quite feel right.
Come on, what? That was that was good. Come on.
Absolutely.
Shut up. Let's go full throttle, baby. Oh, don't crash! Don't crash! Don't blow it out here at the end, Bardwell. Boom! 105.
Nice.
All right. Nice. You want to look at where's the track editor, Blunty?
I think I think if you go no, select spot and play.
Okay. Yeah,
there we go. So you pick one of the locations, so like Truck Factory, and then you do track editor.
Oh, okay. EdgeTX has fixed the USB bug, Dogtanian. And EdgeTX has support for crossfire shot. Bad for Life says Bardwell just pushed through the slow parts and made him fast. Yeah! Fly,
Good
baby.
Stuff.
The big question is, how has everybody else been fast on the simulator? They've all been... How much faster are they gonna get? Now
Very true.
Okay, so WASD doesn't do anything. Let's see here. What do we got?
Arrow keys, or is it going to be right click, left click like a 3D application?
Arrow keys. Right click, left click, no. Mouse wheel, no. Controller, no. So it's
if you hold mouse wheel down, maybe, or hold right click down, or nothing.
No, no, none of the sort of CAD stuff.
Yeah, CAD style.
It's arrow keys. That's a little annoying.
It looks like you can set down a start line and add some different color gates, different kinds of gates, some orientation, some barrier stuff. You can use a measure, so you can have a ruler to grid out stuff. That's cool.
Why can't I put another one down? Oh, I gotta click it again. Oh, I see. It's automatically creating a race line. Why am I moving so slowly? Oh, okay. So mouse wheel controls speed of movement. How do you climb and descend? Okay, that's... can I please have a page up, page down key? Mouse wheel is speed of movement, which is...
If you hit escape, can you see like keyboard listing for... Nope. Help, maybe?
Track editor. Turn camera, change camera speed, move camera. Is that it? Is that the only help?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. Gates are ordered. Each gate you can modify the order by changing the number of a gate. Okay, here's your racetrack. Go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got a bunch of different... Put that there. Can I move it? Can I do a precise placement if I want to move it?
Yeah, it looks like you're moving. You would drag the 3 arrows there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's really nice.
And then there's also on the right-hand side, there's a specific location placement, it looks like, so you could type a Z-like location in and stuff.
Oh, that's good because...
scale and the gate number over there, too.
Snap. There doesn't appear to be a snap. Is there a snap? Let's see. Measure, ruler, 50-meter grid.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if there's a snap to snap to ground, but I bet I can set Z.
Yeah,
to
if you
0.
hold shift or control or anything, maybe.
No, setting Z to 0 won't work because Z is not based on ground height. Interesting. Yeah. Damn it, he found our one weakness. So I am flying. That's good. If I hold shift, no. Control, no. Alt, no.
Dang.
Oh, there we go. Close enough. Snap to ground. Some of this stuff may be here. Just not a ton. Yeah, there's some assets in there. Got vehicles. It would be nice to be able to see the asset before you lay it down. But I guess that's... See, look, can I please just go straight up? Like page up, page down, WAS...
Oh,
Can we
does it?
please have WASD, Q, and E, please? Would be wonderful. Oh, what
Is it
just happened?
possible?
I'm pressing A and I'm rotating. That's the only one, though. Oh! E is rotating me this way. A and E are rotating me. The fuck?
Huh.
Okay.
Can you do those cars move at all by chance? Is there any world where that would happen? Probably not.
I don't know about that. Like, you could put them on a path.
No.
A motion path.
Yeah. Looks like no.
Lots of assets here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, interesting. So this looks like... Let me ask you this. Is this the tool that the devs use when they build their levels? Definitely not,
Nope.
right?
No way.
So the sort of gold standard would be that the devs give you the same tool they use to build the levels, and that's clearly not happening here.
There's
It's nice
definitely,
that
you
they
could
got
make
something.
stuff, but this is definitely, it feels like another thing that's like, oh, this wasn't like fully featured. This was like something that was added and a lot of stuff ended up. But like, if anybody spent any time building, they would have like built in a snap feature, you know?
Yeah. And like, if I put a grid down, 50-meter grid.
Oh, maybe it'll snap to the grid. That's a good thought.
I don't think so. I think it's just an overlay. My gut feeling is no. No. See, they've done this. Like, let's say you want to build a multi-GP track, and you need the gates to be exactly like, you know, whatever, 30 meters from each other. So we've got a ruler here. We can put the ruler down and move it. Can't rotate it. Is there a rotate feature? Why can't I don't see a rotate handle. Do you? No.
You can probably measure in X, Y.
Yeah, but my point is, on any of these, there's no rotate handle.
Right.
Is there? And what about this thing? No. Let's see. Am I scaling?
What about the white circle? Or is there like a... No.
Hang on. Please, can I have an up-down motion? Oh, so annoying. That's scale, I think, but I could be wrong. Oh, bye. Okay, what have we done?
Oh, you move the location of the gate.
Yeah, okay.
Somehow.
Put that over there. Oh, interesting. I'm actually moving.
Like you've put like a key point, or what you call it, keyframe, or whatever you call it on a racetrack.
Right, we've changed the race line without relative to where the gate actually is. That's clever.
That's a cool feature. Yeah,
so they have to go through the gate, but they have to also... No, they got to go through the gate, but they also have to hit this point, I guess. That's interesting.
I wonder if that's just where it draws, like, and then you only have to go through each spot, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Oh, click back on it. Yeah, there's no gate number on it. So I would say that's probably just like how it's going to draw the line for them to go through.
Interesting. That is interesting. I don't see a way to rotate the asset, though.
Rotation is right down menu.
Rotate an item. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
there's stuff up here. World and local coordinates.
Oh, local coordinates. Is that helpful for...
Rotate. How do I rotate? Rotate. Is the chat telling me how to rotate? There we go.
Now it says new handles. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Or in the bottom right, now we have a rotation thing.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's cute. Mwah, mwah. All right, that's cute. It seems really rudimentary and sort of tacked on. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain for someone tacking an editor on. I don't think we're going to be seeing, like... Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Then it'll turn out to be wrong and people will yell at me and call me dumb. We'll have to compare it to the other editors, though. Here, I'll tell you what let's do. The last thing let's do, Blunty, is let's just, real quick, we got just another sort of 15 minutes. Let's just jump back into Liftoff and look at the Liftoff editors so, you know, we give it a fair shot, you know, as long as we're just BSing around. Let me just remind myself. Top right click the rotating arrows. Yeah, I knew there had to be rotate. It just felt like there had to be. Hang on. Liftoff is starting. Liftoff is starting. It hasn't started yet. So you guys can just look at a black screen. Hello? Liftoff, where are you? Oh, it's waiting for me to... Why does it... Can it not ask me about Vulkan rendering?
I was going to say, that's the question. What is Vulkan rendering? Do we know that versus the other?
I don't. It's a different... rendering engine. I think it's useful.
Is it like the new hotness, or is that to support
No.
old stuff? Or
I think it's like if you have a certain... What is Vulkan rendering? I think it's like if you have a certain computer or a certain... It's from NVIDIA. Is Vulkan rendering better? Vulkan targets high-performance real-time 3D graphics applications. In contrast to the older OpenGL and Direct3D APIs, Vulkan is intended to offer higher performance and more balanced CPU and GPU use. It does sound like it's the new hotness. Maybe I should be using it. I don't know. Here we go. Liftoff. So, one second. There we go. So, let's see. Tools, Track Builder, Flowcelly FPV. We're going to try as many of the sims as we can until we get tired or bored. So, yeah, definitely DRL, DCL, and Velocidrone. We didn't do all of them in the same one. So, let's just pick something. We'll pick Straw Bale. Yeah, so this is going to be a several weeks project as Blunty and I just sort of try it all and give our thoughts. But the first thing we wanted to do was just like sit down and play each of them. Euro Truck Sim. That's next, Blunty.
Farming simulator.
Now, I have played with this before. Their track editor is clunky, I guess is what I would say. Some people have done amazing things with them, by the way. So let's see. We walk around. Right, that's cool. WASD works, so that's nice. Right click to change direction. That's all.
You fly?
Fine. You got to be able to fly, right?
Space or like E or right?
Like in Minecraft, you
there you go, floating mode.
Floating mode. So let's see. E is eraser. Yeah, I really wish we had like page up and page down, or Q and E were up and down. What about C? No. See, they always seem to overlook that. I don't know why. So then we can place objects. They have a shitload of objects. Their asset count is, I'm not going to say it's like unparalleled, but they have a ton of objects. And then you place the object by moving yourself. So you're not moving the object, you're flying around. And mouse wheel rotates. That's nice.
Seems intuitive.
And see, it's not going to let me put it in midair either. Which, there has to be a way to override that, I guess. You may want something in midair. Is it going to... There we go. So it wants to be touching the ground. And then once it's on the ground, you see it's tracking the ground?
I was going to say, what happens if you go on a hill? Like if you go up to the hill?
Well,
does it cut in, or does it go up the hill?
No, see, it's going up the hill.
Very nice. Slick.
Yeah, so they're being very intelligent. I mean, I'm sure there has to be a way to put something in midair, but they're being intelligent about... And see, it's tilting relative to the ground, too.
Yeah. That's
nice.
It makes it way easy to do stuff, too, because you don't have to worry about finagling them into a spot.
Yeah. Oh, it was... Did you see what it did? Oh, hey, yeah, okay. Is this what you want? Okay. Can I stack them on top of each other? I'm not sure if I can. I mean, there has to be a way, but... Oh, there you go. Oh, damn. Damn, Liftoff. All right, I see you. They have a ton of assets, including like really big. They got this thing, right? You just build all kinds of stuff out of these things. See, and they're gonna self-stack. That's actually really nice. I remembered Liftoff editors being pretty clunky, but compared to this is actually really nice compared to what we were just seeing. Anyway, yeah. All right, that's good. Then there's you edit the tracks separately, so I'm pretty sure you set the waypoints for the tracks separately, if I remember right. I've done this once before. Place and manipulate. Oh, These are cameras. You can set
Oh, that's neat.
cameras. So there are different cameras for the track. You can put them all around the track, and then if you're like watching the track from third party person. And is that right? Or is that DRL I'm thinking? No, we've just switched to top-down camera. That's still cool. Top-down camera? I see. No, I was wrong. It's top-down versus third person. That's still pretty cool. Yeah, so you're like, okay, I'm going to line this track up. Let's see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see some of these guys go a little farther in the CAD direction. I guess maybe that's harder for newer people to use, but
Yeah.
would it be nice if you could just snap to any plane real quick and see the side of the track or top of the track? Or
yeah.
Or if you could do like drawings in like Fusion 360 or whatever, you click the thing and it just snaps to the plane and you put it there.
Well, sure. I mean, that's like the tools they're using are clearly like that.
Right.
How do you manipulate the race course, though? I remember that track settings, create new track. No.
Is there a specific element in there that you have to put in for the gates? Like maybe there's like a separate thing that's
remember.
like.
Do the gates automatically have?
Oh no, put a second. Yeah, definitely put a second.
No, I'm. Yeah, so it's nice that it remembers it. You don't have to pick it each time. Yeah, no, look, see, they have there it is. So they've got oh, see, so after I place it, I can move it wherever I want. Yeah, nice. How do you change the damn, I can't remember. There's a separate place where you set up the track, the actual order of the gates and so forth. I'll have to remember, I'll have to look that up. Import track, import.
I mean, part of this is the fact that you can't find it right off and you've used it before is a little bit of a thing, but also it seems like it was way easier to put down everything compared to AIDroneSim as well.
All right, well, I'm going to there it is. It's an element. So here these elements are there you go. So these are the things you have to fly through in order to actually make, and it looks like the gates seem to automatically have. So let's put one of these down. And one of these down. Okay. So I see. If I remember right, the gates have them built in, but also you can set them in midair. So areas that the players have to fly through. But I don't see where you actually sort of order them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that another one of those buttons down there? Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway.
Like on the.
All right, I give up.
Cool.
All right, well, we got a lot more research to do, I guess, Blunty, before it's all said and done. But I've had fun hanging out with you for a couple hours.
For sure.
During the
you too, man.
So let's see what the next two we should do. And I like the idea of doing one sort of mainstream one and one more obscure one. What do you think the mainstream one should be?
I think probably Velocidrone would be next because that's the one I'm the most familiar with. Maybe
that's what I was thinking.
And then maybe like Acro or something. But there's a bunch of like other like off-brand, or like lesser known ones.
Maybe Uncrashed. All right, man. Well, I'll see you. I'm going to stop the stream and I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for hanging out with us too.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Cool, Blunty. Thanks.